Hello, this is William from Visual Components. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create components during a simulation by using components in the Works library. So to get started, you can notice in the 3D world, I have a Works process component added, two components that I'm going to create during a simulation, and a Works task controller. You can find these components in the Web eCatalog 2014 collection. So I'll select the process component and go to the Param tab where all the controls are for setting up tasks. I'll go to the task property, and from its drop-down list, I'll select Create. I can now enter the names of components I want to create. As long as these components are in the 3D world, I can create them. So notice I have a car tire, and I have a gray cylinder called LathComp1. So I'll go back to the process component, and I'll type in car tire. I'm going to use a comma without any space and type in LathComp1. I'll click the Create Task button, and I'll run the simulation. Alright, I'll go ahead and stop it now. So we notice that a tire and a gray cylinder were created at a default location in the process component. If I want the components created at a different location, I need to teach a different location. I'm going to show you how you can do that now. So I've stopped the simulation. I'll select the car tire and now use the translate command to move the tire to a different location. Now look what happened, however. I executed the create task more than once. That's why I have more than one tire right now in the process component. So I need to fix this. I'll go to the process component, and I'll go to the task tab, and I'll change run task times to 1. Make sure you hit the return or enter key. I'll reset the simulation, run it again. So now when I select the tire and translate it, notice that only one tire was created. I'll select the gray cylinder, and I'll move it along the x-axis. So now if I want the tire and the product to be created at these locations, I need to save those locations. So I'll select the process component, and in the Param tab, I'll click Teach Location. This detects any component that is currently in the process component and stores its location. So you can notice here, I have the LathComp1 and car tire. So now when I reset the simulation and run it again, notice the tire and the product are created at that stored location. If I want to remove the location I just taught, I can go to the selection property and type in the name of the component I want to remove from the stored locations. So actually we'll remove the car tire. And then I'll click the clear selection command. Notice it's removed here. So now when I reset the simulation and run it again and stop it, the car tire is created at the default location. However, the gray product is created at the stored location. I'm now going to show you how you can use the create pattern task. So I'll first clear all the stored locations for components. I'll then clear all the tasks. I'll now select create pattern from the drop-down menu here. And notice I can only create one component at a time, but I can define a pattern for how I want that component created. So I'll reset the simulation. And let's actually go ahead and create car tires. So I'll create a car tire. And I want two car tires created along the x-axis. I only want one row and one stack. And let's go ahead and space them 400 millimeters across the x-axis and 0, 0 for the y and z. So now I'll create the task. I'll run the simulation. I have two car tires now created. But I need to modify the pattern. So what I'll go ahead and do is I'll go to my task tab and I'll open the work order by clicking this access button here. So instead of spacing them 400 on the x-axis, I'll space them, let's say 500, see if that works. So I'll close this, reset and run it again. Alright, and the tires look like they're about evenly spaced. So if I want the tires to be created somewhere over here, I just need to stop the simulation, select one of the car tires, move it over here. I can go ahead and select this dynamic tire and delete it. I'll select the process component and teach a location. So notice the car tire's position is saved. So when I reset, run the simulation again, I now have the car tires created at that saved or stored location, like so. Alright, well that completes this video. If you have any more questions, please feel free to visit our community at community.visualcomponents.net. And please stay tuned for more videos about the Works library. And I hope you have a wonderful day.